Simone Biles recently announced that she's set to marry Jonathan Owens. They went public with their relationship in 2020, and their engagement took place only recently in 2022. We've all seen the Olympian grow up right in front of our eyes. It seems so surreal. Let's look at all you need to know about Simone's current fiancé and a little bit of her dating history. First up, Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens go official. The beloved couple made their relationship official of August 2020. Although it is very possible that the NFL star made the decision to shoot his shot months prior. Owens currently plays for the Houston Texans. The NFL player was so taken with Simone as a person when they first met, he didn't even know that she was famous. Apparently, he noticed her work ethic first, saying that it was first thing that caught my eye. Jonathan also revealed that he never really was into gymnastics and didn't know much about it during the third episode of Simone's Facebook watch series, Simone vs. herself. He even said that he had no idea about how famous she was when they met. Now, they're engaged. That's pretty insane to think about. Next, the happy couple announced their engagement. While their wedding itself is rumored to take place as early as next year, their engagement was announced in true millennial Gen Z style through the gram. Biles can now add to her sizable diamond ring to her collection of gymnastic medals, which she has also showed off in the Instagram post. It doesn't come as a surprise to anyone that the 26-year-old Houston Texans safety chose to propose in Houston in a romantic ceremony involving a black mini dress and a gazebo. After all, the best of events usually do. Owens proposed on Valentine's Day. Of course, he couldn't have chosen a better time for this. Although many people think that simple is best, Simone's fiancé definitely disagrees. He proposed with a 3-carat giant oval diamond. Owens took it to the next level too, because the ring also has a diamond-encrusted band. As you can tell, the ring is blinding, and the designer of it, Joe Frost, also posted a close-up of the ring on his Instagram and said that he and Owens handpicked the perfect ring for Simone after looking for at least a few months. The ring itself is estimated to cost almost $300,000. Jonathan really did go all out for his fiancée. The Instagram post itself, too, was so sweet. We couldn't help but gush at it. Biles captioned it saying, "The easiest, yes. And you're right, we're just melting at how much these two clearly love each other." Now for the timeline of Simone Biles' previous relationship with WWE star. While Simone Biles is happily set to marry her NFL star, this isn't the first time she's shown a fondness for athletes. In fact, her last relationship was with none other than WWE superstar Staci Irvin Jr. We can imagine why he and Biles might have connected though, because Irvin is also a former amateur gymnast. Their first interaction even took place in 2014 at the P&G Gymnastics Championship. Despite this, they didn't start dating until a full 3 years later. Amusingly, it was actually the gymnast's grandmother who was responsible for Biles' and Staci's meeting. She hired him as a coach at her gym in Texas. This is also when Biles was booked to perform in the show Dancing with the Stars. Things only went up from there, we're assuming, because they started dating quickly after. This might have been Biles' first ever romantic relationship. Who says grandmas don't have good taste when it comes to setting up their granddaughters with handsome men? The happy couple were together for 3 years. Sadly, they announced their breakup in March of 2020 without publicizing a reason from either end. Their relationship was also so sweet, with both of them never shying away from expressing their love for each other on social media. In a birthday post for his 26th birthday on Instagram before the split, Simone listed all the things she admired about her ex-boyfriend Irvin. She mentioned how he's a true gentleman with his energy lighting up the room always. The two definitely shared a strong connection, but it ended in 2020. Biles commented on the split much later when she did a cover story for Vogue, saying that their breakup was for the best. Apparently so, since she met her now fiancé soon after. Things do fall into place after all. But who exactly is Staci Irvin? Born in Michigan, Irvin started doing gymnastics at the age of 8. He was born in 1993 in Taylor, Michigan. He has 3 siblings, a brother and 2 sisters. His whole family has a pretty athletic background, considering that his brother Drake played Division III football in college and basketball and baseball in high school. His sister also plays soccer and runs cross country. Staci's mom, Stephanie Irvin, was the one who urged him to start gymnastics when he was around 8 years old. He clearly was pretty good at it and went on to win many championships over the years. Notably, his team took home gold at the 2013 NCAA Men's Gymnastics Championships in Michigan, where he also met Simone for the first time. So they're pretty similar. Irwin took a slightly different career path a few years later and got into wrestling. He even managed to sign a deal in the WWE in 2018. His first victory came after he defeated a newbie like him the same year, Luke Menzies. Throughout 2018, he met many opponents in the ring, and it only seemed to be getting better for him. He continued wrestling only for a few months in 2019 and fought his last match in March of the same year against Daniel Vidot. He ended up winning. Sadly, it was announced that he decided to part ways with the WWE and announced it on social media. Clearly, it wasn't the easiest decision in the world for him, according to the Post. Still, he's managed to find other ways to keep himself busy. Currently, he's a trainer at his very own Wave Fitness. He started this venture in 2021 and it only seems to be growing. Plus, Irvin really seems to have found his groove and is doing pretty well for himself, considering his net worth is estimated to be around $600,000. He's pretty active across all social media, including Instagram and Twitter. There's a lot that's been going on in the world of wrestling, gymnastics, and sport in general. We can't possibly even attempt to fit it in one video, but here's some important news that you should probably know about and keep up with. Northern Irish gymnasts' nationality is a problem for the Commonwealth Games. Yes, you heard that right. Just a few hours ago, Rhys McClanahan, Eamon Montgomery, and Ewan McAteer from Northern Ireland were told to renounce their nationalities in order to compete in the Commonwealth Games. The Games are supposed to be held in the summer in Birmingham. The surprising reason that these athletes have been given by the FIG is that these athletes have actually represented Ireland nationality. The FIG also said that they realize that the situation is pretty challenging and poses a big problem. However, they said that the two things can be done by these gymnasts. First, they can remove the FIG as organizers of the whole event, but it seems like this is impossible, all things considered. The Games are too close by for this to even be possible, and the Commonwealth Games Federation agrees. The second option, which is pretty radical, is for the players to change their own nationality. That's literally just as insane as it sounds. People have really been upset about this, and rightfully so. Would you agree that it is fair on the athletes? Either way, the situation is developing, and we can only hope that these athletes aren't unfairly treated just because they're from Northern Ireland. Next, an update on Randy Orton's injury. All WWE fans have definitely heard that Randy Orton, he's practically a living legend. He's been in the game for so long, and injuries are fairly common in the WWE world, which is why many fans weren't worried at first after his injury at the Friday night match. He was in the ring with the Usos, and it seems that he was injured pretty severely during this match. The WWE itself announced that Orton won't be on the WWE TV for a while. He's apparently consulting neurosurgeons and orthopedic spine surgeons. We can only hope that he's okay. Finally, Alcaraz defeats Korda in Paris. The world of tennis has been brimming with exciting news, especially for Carlos Alcaraz, who seems to be on a roll with his winning streak. True to his style, he was aggressive the whole match, blocking any chances of Korda winning. In the second round, even when Korda had two whole chances to break Alcaraz in the set, he couldn't because Alcaraz really brought the heat to this match. Korda is the only player who managed to beat Alcaraz this season, and Alcaraz definitely took his revenge on him in this 4-hour match. The 19-year-old is definitely on fire, and it's only the beginning of his career. We can't even begin to imagine what he'll do in the next few years. That's a wrap for this video. What's something new you learned about Simone Biles' love life? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.